Here's a structured signal from FreshNews.ai. Today's headline, AI Visibility Index latest weekly update. This week's AI visibility data shows entrenched leaders holding their ground in most categories, while a handful of brands post sharp week-over-week gains and long-tail players continue to surface across fragmented verticals. Citation patterns highlight a mix of editorial and official brand sources shaping how AI systems answer market-specific queries. Last updated, 2026-0512. Data period, 2026-0511 to 2026-0517. This report reflects the latest AI visibility data based on responses generated across multiple AI systems, including GPT and Gemini. It shows which brands are currently selected, cited, and recommended in AI-generated answers. Executive summary. Here are 6 takeaways. First, across most verticals, established leaders such as Salesforce, AVI-SPL, Douglas Elliman Property Management, Fragmented, Hunter Douglas, Morgan, and Control4 maintain clear visibility advantages in AI-generated answers. Second, week-over-week volatility is concentrated in mid-tier and emerging brands, with sharp gains for players like CTI and MD² Property Group in services and Wolfstorff Rosenthal LLP and Vivint Smart Home in legal and smart home categories. Third, several technology and infrastructure-heavy categories, identity security platforms, smart home installation, motorized shade systems, showed durable leadership even when top brands like Ping Identity and Lutron experienced short-term declines or only modest gains. Fourth, legal verticals, criminal defense, family law, immigration law, personal injury, rely heavily on reputation-driven rankings, with firms such as Williams Connolly LLP, Cordell, Fragmented, and Morgan frequently highlighted. Fifth, fragmentation remains high in markets like AI agent platforms and healthcare digital signage, where many unique brands are cited, and long-tail providers, e.g. Unifor, Spectrio, continue to surface in AI responses. Sixth, consumer and service categories, such as moving services and motorized shade systems, feature tight races at the top, with multiple brands, for example, Allied Van Lines, North American Van Lines, and Atlas Van Lines, sharing similar visibility levels. Key insights. Here are 4 takeaways. First, across multiple verticals, category leaders show stable top-line coverage, e.g. Salesforce and Cognigy in AI agent platforms, Morgan in personal injury, Fragmented and immigration, while mid-tier brands account for most of the week-over-week volatility. Second, several markets remain highly fragmented, with dozens of unique brands cited. For example, 49 unique domains for AI agent platforms and 48 for healthcare digital signage, indicating that AI systems are still drawing from a broad long tail, rather than fully converging on a small set of providers. Third, legal verticals, criminal defense, family law, immigration law, exhibit strong reliance on reputation-oriented sources like Chambers.com, while consumer and services categories, such as moving services, lean more on editorial reviews from outlets like Forbes.com and NerdWallet.com. Fourth, in infrastructure-heavy technology categories, identity security platforms, smart home installation, motorized shade systems, incumbents such as Ping Identity, Lutron, Hunter Douglas, and Control4 retain leadership, even when experiencing short-term visibility declines, suggesting durable brand anchoring in AI-generated recommendations. Cross-vertical summary table. Vertical, top leader, mentions, notable change. AI agent platforms, Salesforce, 6. UiPath and Microsoft both gained 2 mentions each, while Ada dropped 3 mentions, reshaping mid-tier visibility. AVI integrators, AVI-SPL, 18. CTI added 5 mentions, Solotech gained 4, and Avidex improved by 3, marking the largest jumps in this category. Co-op Condo Property Management, Douglas Elliman Property Management, 14. Douglas Elliman Property Management added 3 mentions, while MD² Property Group grew by 5 and Acom rose by 2. Criminal Defense Law, Williams and Connolly LLP, 13. Covington and Burling LLP increased by 4 mentions, with Kecker Van Nest and Peters LLP and Morvillo Abramowitz Grand Ayasen and Danilo PC each up 3. Customer Success Platforms, Totanga, 14. Customer Success Box added 3 mentions, while Gainsight lost 3, indicating rotation within the ranked cohort. Digital Signage Healthcare, Novasing, 6. Novasing grew by 3 mentions, while Mivix and 4 Winds Interactive gained 3 and 2 mentions respectively. Family Law, Cordell, 7. Wasser Koperman and Mandels and Cozen O'Connor each rose by 3 mentions from 0, entering the ranked cohort. Identity security platforms, Ping Identity, 12. Ping Identity, Okta, SailPoint, CyberArk, and IBM Security Verify all saw multi-mention declines, while IBM gained 2 mentions. Immigration Law, Fragmented, Delray, Burnson, Lowy LLP, 15. Clasco Immigration Law Partners LLP and Seyfarth Shaw LLP gained 3 and 4 mentions, while Jackson Lewis PC and Wolfstorff Rosenthal LLP each posted strong 4 to 5 mention increases. Motorized shade systems, Hunter Douglas, 11. Hunter Douglas, Lutron, and IKEA rose by 5, 4, and pre-mentions respectively, with Rollies, Akmeta, and Springs Window Fashions also moving up. Moving services, Allied Van Lines, 14. Allied Van Lines and UPAC each gained 3 mentions, and North American Van Lines added 2. Personal injury law, Morgan Morgan, 12. Beasley Allen and Levin Papantanio Rafferty each gained 3 mentions, while Ben Crumplaw PLLC jumped by 4 from 0, and Jacoby and Myers declined by 3. Smart Home Installation, Control 4, 7. Control 4 and Lutron gained 1 and 2 mentions respectively, while Vivint Smart Home re-entered the ranked list for installed smart home services, and ADT and Josh.ai saw 2 mention declines. Methodology. This index is based on grounded AI responses generated across multiple models, including GPT and Gemini. Only responses with verifiable sources were included to improve consistency and trustworthiness. Explore full index here. Here are 10 takeaways. First, link. Second, link. Third, link. Fourth, link. Fifth, link. Sixth, link. Seventh, link. Eighth, link. Ninth, link. 10th, link. What this means. Here are 3 takeaways. First, in most categories, AI systems continue to favor a stable set of leaders, suggesting that once brands establish strong visibility, they tend to remain in AI-generated recommendations, even amid short-term fluctuations. Second, mid-tier and emergent brands that posted sharp week-over-week gains demonstrate that AI visibility is still fluid, particularly in fragmented or fast-evolving markets, where long-tail providers can move into ranked positions quickly. Third, legal, technology, and home infrastructure categories show different citation patterns and stability levels, indicating that AI systems may weigh reputation-oriented sources and consumer reviews differently depending on the vertical. Read more at FreshNews.ai.